Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. My name is Kim Blaufus and I practice Chinese medicine in rural Washington state. And today I'm going to talk about two concepts in Chinese medicine, temperature and longevity. Chinese medicine classifies foods in categories of temperature, taste, direction, and action. In this video, I'm going to talk to you about one of these classifications, which is temperature. Temperature is not exactly the degree of heat expressed by some comparative scale, such as Fahrenheit. In Chinese medicine, temperature is the ability of food to change the sensation of hot or cold in the body. There are 5 categories to temperature: hot, warm, neutral, cool, and cold, which give an outline for how much heat or cold a food choice can add into the body. The interesting thing about temperature is it can't jump from hot to cold. To get ice to melt, we have to apply heat until the water has enough energy to change its state from ice to liquid. We can continue to add heat until water changes its state to vapor, yet ice cannot go from ice to vapor in just one step. And this is the same in the body. We can't go from hot to neutral or hot to cold in just one step. Like mixing food dye into food, you don't want to squirt in the perfect amount on your first try. I mean, it'd be nice if you could, but most of us can't. You usually estimate how much you'll need, and maybe you go a little bit shorter, gradually adding in color until it's perfect. And that's the same way that you would handle this in the body. Baby's body temperature runs about 1 degree warmer than a middle-aged adult, and seniors run about 1 degree cooler than a middle-aged adult. So we're warmest as babies and slowly cool as we age. By the time we're senior citizens, we are 2 degrees cooler than when we were a baby. And the thing that's really amazing is how small that range is that changes our lives from rapid expansion and growth to contraction, exhaustion, and death. It's just 2 degrees. Much further outside those ranges, and we end up in a life state change marked by our passing, right? Because we are at risk of passing away. And isn't that amazing? We seem so incredibly resilient, yet we are only resilient within a very small range. Change that range and we no longer exist. That's what disease does. It changes our internal environment, and as long as it doesn't push us past our limits, we continue to exist. Part of our resilience comes from how many different structures support our lives. Just to give you an example, we have blood, heart, bowels, brain, ears, eyes, stomach, and so much more. There's never a time when every system in our body is working at 100%. Something's always weaker or stronger or somewhere in between. Everything doesn't have to be at 100% for us to function. Yet there are times when not running at 100% is a problem. Disease in the body can change the function of a system to such a degree that it causes us a lot of discomfort, and the flu is a perfect example of disease changing our internal environment and causing us great discomfort. When the flu comes with a fever, in Chinese medicine we say we're running too hot, and we also say that in Western medicine. Foods and herbs that reduce heat would be used to clear the fever, and if you choose wisely. Herbs actually aid our immune system in expelling the pathogen, which is why people can gain almost immediate relief using Chinese medicine with the flu. Heartburn is a burning sensation and can actually cause burning of the esophagus, stomach, duodenum, and that shows up as ulcers. In Chinese medicine, the goal would be to reduce heat in the stomach to bring the environment back to neutral. Neutral is that point of balance between the two temperatures of warm and cool. It's that point of perfect balance. And if you look closely at neutral, that slice between warm and cool, that place where we experience perfect balance, perfect temperature, that place becomes smaller and smaller. That is part of what is truly amazing about the concept of neutral. It doesn't really exist. Yet, without focus, it can exist. As we age, our temperature starts to drop and we want rooms to be really warm, like 80 to 85 degrees. The hot desert sun becomes inviting and comfortable. It's amazing a 2-degree difference in our internal environment can need as much as a 15 to 25 degree change in our external environment to remain comfortable. A very small change can have a significant impact on our survival. For those people who are cold all the time, food choices would focus on warm or hot foods to warm them up. Herbs like ginger, cinnamon are great at heating the body back up. But be careful not to overdo it. Seniors have very weak stomachs, and adding in too much heat with warming herbs into a weak stomach can give them heartburn. Just like the food dye example, it's better to be patient when adding heat back into the body. Do it slowly and make sure you don't overdo it. Temperature plays such a big part of healthcare in Chinese medicine. To eliminate the heat of heartburn, add cool and cooling foods. That makes logical sense. To reduce temperature, turn on the air conditioner. If you go back to some of my videos on health gadgets and food, there's some specific information on foods and their temperature and how to use them to make meals that would improve your health. The video where I did the Breville juicer talks about making a cool juice to repair the stomach and gallbladder. The pot roast video identifies how to take food that's identified as warm and change its overall temperature through cooking methods and by adding in foods to offset the heat. The concept in Chinese medicine is to give back to the body that which it's missing in order to restore function. When you put something back that was missing, you strengthen it. So to give you an example, I live in an area that uses dikes to keep the Columbia River from flooding the town. Every year, parts of the dike are weakened by the continual flow of the river along its embankments. In the summer, we go out, we repair the dike, replace the dirt that was removed, strengthening the dike for the next season. If we didn't repair the areas weakened by the flow of water, the dike would ultimately fail and the town would be flooded. By replacing areas of loss each year, the dike maintains its normal function, never aging or becoming disabled. And that is the goal in Chinese medicine, to return to normal function, never aging or becoming disabled. This is the concept of longevity in Chinese medicine, to live a life free of disease for as long as possible. And the medicine assists by identifying what is out of balance and missing in the body and helping us to put it back in balance and replacing those things that are missing. Food and herbs are just one aspect of Chinese medicine that can help us get there. Temperature is one part of our selection process to help us choose those foods and herbs that will have the best benefit for us. The medicine can also help us figure out how to cook different foods that may not be our best choice, but through our cooking methods and selecting key foods to balance our choice, we can still eat them and gain a positive benefit from them. And this is especially true when you're craving foods that have the wrong temperature. So I hope this gave you a little bit of insight into what temperature is in Chinese medicine and how it was used. If this video helped you or gave you information, please hit the like and subscribe button. And thank you for watching. Until next time, I'll catch you on the other side.